on to the fun stuff, the car. This one here is a Caterham 7, it's an ex-Academy car. It's very loud, very raw, hopefully you can still hear me. It's 125 horsepower, Ford Sigma engine, 1.6, 0 to 60 in 5.9 seconds, full manual gearbox obviously, full roll cage and a bit of other FIA extras like this, padding, fire extinguisher, that kind of stuff. So it's essentially a race car, but this one is registered for the road as well. That's the beauty of it. It's one of the things that I always wanted from a car. I want to be able to drive it to the track and then drive it home again. So that's kind of how I ended up with this car to a certain extent. Have I ever been to Caterham before I bought this? Only once. It's been a bit of a car that I've grown up with and never experienced, and I never understood why people love them so much. I was lucky enough to be invited by a friend to a track day, and I managed to get it going. One of the Caterham Academy cars down at Castle Combe, and after about 3 or 4 laps I was totally sold. It was incredible driving. I just thought I need to do this, I need this in my life. So I went out then and looked for a Caterham. You've probably seen all the videos about Caterham on the internet. The steering's telepathic, the ability to feel everything through the back end is pretty amazing. It's more fun to drive it sideways and forwards for the most part. The bits that I'm not so keen on, one second. The bits I'm not so keen on are the interior. I mean, it's brutal. I guess it's what you expect and what you want from a car like this. There's literally nothing in here that shouldn't be in here. The basics. It's incredibly impractical. It's all the things that you want from a race car. So why did I enter a sprint championship? Well, I love circuit racing, but I haven't really done much. I've done a few track days, and this car was perfect for sprinting, for getting your eye in, and giving it a good thrash. It's also brilliant if you just want to go out for a drive in the evenings and not have to worry about it. Just go out, enjoy yourself. There are a lot of regulations and complexities involved in racing, and having to get the right specs of this and homologation, that it just seemed like a minefield. So this was another good reason to get this car, because it is literally race ready. It was designed and built for a race series, so I'm hoping I can just turn up to the events and it's passed, everything's ready to go, rather than having to worry about it. I know there's a lot of incredible mechanics out there who build race cars from road cars, but for me, I just wanted it a little bit easier, and hopefully, touch wood, a little bit more reliable. It's sort of a ride and drive type deal. So let's have a look around the outside of the car and see what you think. So at the risk of looking like one of those YouTubers, I'll give you a quick rundown the outside of the car. So pretty much we have a standard road sport, or it's a Caterham Academy series car, built in with the roll cage. This car was built for the 2012 Academy, but never raced, so it's pretty nice. It hasn't been too badly thrashed. A few little cosmetic marks on there, but all in all pretty good. It's about as aerodynamic as a brick, I think. You've got this massive great intake at the front for the radiator, and not really much else. All your suspension's exposed. Your mudguards are typically bolt on, bolt off because they're consumables, and then you've got this single-sided exhaust which is incredibly loud, just spits straight out from the manifold down the car and out. Just held on by one bolt with this rubber screw. In terms of wheels, we're running Avon CR 500 tyres. Nice little wheels actually, great grip,
Very, very soft compound. Brakes are yeah, pretty good, pretty progressive, but you really need to get some temperature into the tyres in order to get it to pick up, or else you're just going sideways, which is probably more fun, actually, to be fair. So that's really the outside of the car in a nutshell. Into this lay-by. Let's have a look at the inside of the car and how you get in and some of those works. So firstly you have to climb in through the roof, 1 foot on the side. Second thing you notice are your belts, and you're going to end up sitting on those. There's nothing you can really do about that. These are your door handles, so you end up rummaging around. Grab your belts, do those up. It takes a few minutes. Doesn't always look good in a petrol station. So the next thing that struck me about the car is the interior is interesting. So these two old school toggle switches do your lights with this button. That's the horn, I think. Yeah, that's the horn. Speedo. And then I had to stick this piece of duct tape over because the full beam is so bright. It's a bright blue LED that at night you can't really see what you're doing. A removable steering wheel, some clasps on the back you pull forward. Ignition, a couple of wash wipes. Fuel, oil pressure nearest to us, probably the most vital. Fire extinguisher, hopefully not have to use that. Then we've got temperature. Fan, which is auxiliary power. I think people just wire it up, doesn't actually do anything. Heated windscreen, which you need when it rains. Fuel, furthest away. And then the ancillary buttons here. It really is pretty stark. I mean, you just see the riveted panels, bit of grip tape. I've installed this luxury torch here so I can see when I go out at night. And then this one's got the GoPro remote, but a bit of extra Velcro here. When you have a passenger and you're both trying to do your belts up, it's really impossible. It's elbows only, I'm afraid. And then you've got on the outside your electrical cutouts. This is a good little design. You can reach around and take your electrical cutout off. So, I mean, pretty brutal interior, really. Nothing to it. Oh, this is something that's great. It's an additional full width race mirror, because you really can see nothing out of the mirrors when you're driving. Best to just glance over your shoulder and hope for the best. That's the view straight at the back. So yeah, pretty brutal.